How's that?
It's not doing
anything. It didn't do anything?
Why are we not live? Oh, hi, everyone. We are live. Don't hear anything yet, but we are live. So sorry. We had a few technical difficulties today, and I'm trying to get the sound working here so that you can hear us. There's no one on broadcast yet.
We still look dark. Maybe they think we're not coming.
Well, they're coming now because they probably just made the announcement. Now, why can't I hear us? That is the question. Well, maybe we never hear us. Oh, right. We don't have a guest today. That's right. We don't never hear us. We always hear our guests. Hi, Tom. You guys have no idea. We're so sorry we're a little tardy because I was filming and tried to get here, but there was so much traffic. And I was riding and driving and knocking people over and all kind of stuff. I'm not even wearing my red. See, I had a red top.
Hey, everybody. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Welcome to another episode of Sunday Bites and Tidbits. I'm Chef Babette. That's Terrah. And it's Valentine's Day. Hey.
Somebody's got a lot of energy.
I just woke up from a nap. I was waiting for her.
I know. And I was driving through the traffic going boom, 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 boom.
Anyway, I know we look all, our colors
we look
weird,
very ashy. See what happens if we turn that off?
If we turn that off, it's going to be dark.
Well, let's see. I literally just sat down. No, that's too ashy. Oh my God, they can't see us. Turn it back on. Okay, leave it like that. That's a little warmer. No, yeah, we just look ashy. Sorry, guys.
Sorry. Is that Tom? Hey, Tom. We missed you last time, Tom.
She's very, very...
Coleman family. That sounds like... Oh, my God. Is that really the Coleman family, my family from Ohio?
He said, how many Red Bulls did Babette have today?
I didn't. I just woke up.
And I need some Red Bulls. Here in Texas, the roads are icy and it's freezing, so it's unsafe to drive. Well, here in LA, it was 70-something today.
It was nice today.
It was very nice today. Sorry. And the roads were not challenging, but people still got in a lot of accidents. So I was going left, right, left.
But you're here.
But you're here, and I'm here, and I'm safe. And today,
what are we talking about?
We're going to talk about us and answer any questions. We're not going to have a long show today.
It's already short. You got here late.
Well, it was only like 3 minutes short, so that's not even that much short. But we just, because we know everyone's doing dinners and things and, and all this Thanksgiving stuff.
The Coleman family, that's not my family from Ohio.
Is it? It would be, well, they're saying it would be nice to be related, but oh, no, she's not. She says
she's from Maryland.
Yeah, Carol is very lucky. What do we want to talk about today since it's Valentine's Day? First of all, we want to thank all of you guys for tuning in all the time with us.
Yeah, want to talk about love?
Yeah, let's talk about love.
What about love?
Well, there's so many different types of love. There's what I've been learning, part of my self-growth and self-care is that we always look to be in love with someone. Like, is that's an aspiration too. When we say I'm in love with someone, And what I've learned is that it's really just about being in love with yourself. And that person becomes a reflection of the love that you feel for yourself.
Oh, I like that. I like the way you put that.
Yeah, because then once you really, then you don't have the big old expectations and you kind of can love unconditionally that way.
But I've seen myself do this. Look at a Hallmark commercial. Mm-hmm. And just really crave that kind of love. That kind of love.
I know.
TV gives you this other kind of love. And I don't know, hey, you guys, is anybody doing that
kind of Hallmark love?
Hallmark kind of love? I'll be looking at that mushy stuff and I'll be like, man, the dude is just so cool and the woman's so happy and the kid's just so bright and airy. And
she said, Tom says, I live off love. What'd you say, Tom? I live off love and I'm starving to death. I'm so sorry.
It's so cold here in Chicago. I saw some pigeons.
I saw some pigeons flying by.
And what happened?
I saw a flock of pigeons flying by. Where were they going?
Tom, that's it.
That's Tom.
They was just flying by. Anyway, so yeah, so answer to that, y'all.
She
Any
said
Hallmark
nope. She
kind of
said
love?
nope. Single as a Pringle.
Oh.
But you know they do come in a box of a bunch of them. But you know that kind of. But I think most
Single
people
as a
are single as a
Pringle.
Pringle.
I like that.
And Tom, he lives off love and he's starving to death. So
And watching
Tom
pigeons.
meet Carol, Carol meet Tom.
I know, watching pigeons fly by in the snow.
I think part of, I don't know too many people who have that kind of love because I think we still have so many baggages and things that.
Well, what it is most of us, like you said, I love that. That's true. We all come with our own stuff. And we're always trying to change somebody, and that's like a massive mistake. What you do is you find the person that you want to be with, because you can't change nobody. Nobody will ever change for you, and it's not fair for you to ask somebody to be different for you.
Well, and that's same thing with the food that we eat. Because I know several people who are vegans, but their mates are not. And they don't ask them to change.
Yeah.
That goes with anything that you do in life. If you're going to accept the person, then you accept the person.
But it's even easier when it comes to not jocking them about the food. It's easier. When you're talking about somebody's self, their personality, that you've accepted, and now you get into a serious relationship as in marriage to this person. Mm-hmm. This person is always going to be that person that you met, and even all those little things that you saw at first that really bugged the heck out of you, they're going nowhere. They're always going to be there, because people change because they are driven to change themselves.
Right.
You can't change somebody.
Right.
So you got to find who you want, because ain't nobody getting ready to change for you.
So let's talk about some of the wonderful things that you've done, like as far as food, any vegan meals for Thanksgiving that might have been really sexy.
Wait a minute, what are you talking about? We done switched from how we gonna be on the conversation, and then you just changed and went to Thanksgiving. You said Thanksgiving dinner. I don't understand what's going on.
I'm told about 7 people happy Thanksgiving. And they said, you mean Valentine's? I was like, I don't know.
You just said Thanksgiving.
I said Thanksgiving again. I don't know why.
Tom, tell her.
Tom said, I need a porter
to carry my emotional baggage.
Okay.
We are not talking about no Valentine's dinner.
Pick a lane. She's like, girl. She's like, you talking about Thanksgiving. Okay, so this is the deal. It's Valentine's Day.
Yes.
And we're talking about love and relationships
right.
And life, because, we always talk about vegan foods, which is, what we do here. However, without the rest of it, you know what I mean? Like the rest of the mind, the body, the spirit, all of that, you'll be eating vegan meals by yourself for the rest of your life. And that's not a very...
Oh, you're saying if your mate chooses not to?
No, I'm just talking about if you don't have a mate, because things aren't not right in your spirit.
But you didn't set that up right.
I'm not setting anything up right.
How did I know you aren't tired? Y'all.
Okay, you run this session. I'm all over the place. Go ahead, Babette. You're running it. I tell you, I have been up. I was in makeup. I am tired.
Listen, so I'm the oldest in the room. I'm the 70-year-old. So let me just tell you, I've been married 4 times. Ron is my 4th husband. So this is what I've learned in all those relationships. I've learned that they tell me who they are pretty much on the first date.
Mm-hmm.
They tell me who they are.
And we don't pay attention.
And sometimes we do. Sometimes it's that very thing that kind of had you going, that was kind of weird, but it wasn't that big a deal. That's what you always tell yourself. It ain't that big a deal. But trust me, it's always that thing that stands out in the relationships that you said it wasn't that big a deal. Sometimes it becomes such a big deal
that you can't do it anymore.
It's the reason you leave them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So basically, the universe gives you the information that you ask for. But you have to take the information and really be serious about the information because it ain't no joke.
Well, sometimes also we get the sign, we see the sign, and then we go,
That's what I just
Yeah,
said.
oh, that's-
What is you talking about? Excuse her, y'all.
oh my God.
She didn't hear that.
And this is why I don't do weed or anything like that, because I am like something is
You
wrong.
just said exactly what I said.
It's what she said. Someone who Debbie said, I can't find, you're gonna talk and I'm gonna just
Okay.
but
Debbie said what?
I can't find anyone where I live. I'm related to most people, and the ones I'm not are not worth having.
Oh, yikes.
Where do you live, Debbie?
Where? Baby.
And then Carol Zabano says some people maybe are meant to be single, though. I don't know.
No, they are. Some people are. Look at Tom. Tom said I overslept Thanksgiving. Tom is so
Thanksgiving, I
silly.
overslept. Yes,
No,
you
but
did.
sometimes if you cannot find that personality that jives with you, sometimes you gonna have to roll on your own. I think it's I don't know.
Tom said the last one I loved blocked and defriended me.
Dang, Tom. Tom.
She said, "What she smoking?"
Tom, what you smoking?
Yes, and
Tom?
it is okay to be single. There's nothing wrong with being single. So, do you guys find on days like today, like Valentine's Day, when you're single, or is it a harder day for you? Did I just say Valentine's Day?
Yeah, you did. Why is everything blue?
Because I'm just clicking buttons.
Oh,
It's a harder day emotionally to get through, or do you not have that? Tom says I'm meant to be alone. Nobody wants me.
oh.
Well, we want you, Tom. At least to be on the show and to watch the show. Well, we don't know you, Tom.
It's getting worse.
Oh, well, Carol spent Valentine's Day with her mom, so that's very sweet. We love who we love. You don't have to be your man. It could be, I'm with Babette right now doing the show.
Well, because she had to be. Trust me.
I know, because I would not be here if I didn't have. No, I would.
But you know what? I've never really celebrated these kind of days.
Jokey.
I've never celebrated these kind of holidays.
I'm going to read something. Keep talking.
What you reading?
No, I'm going to read it. Keep talking.
Okay, but I'm really always happy for those people that they're in those relationships where it's warm and fuzzy like that, and you get into each other like that. I think that's really, really very cool. Yeah,
very cool.
I do. When you can have that, that's Hallmark. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, well, I can't get into it because it's not letting me because I have no internet.
Okay.
Maybe I can get it here. I wanted to read you guys something. So what are some of the good dishes that you cook doing? Like if you were someone was sitting here and they had a maid. So maybe for next Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving or Valentine's
I'm sorry.
Day?
I've been doing this all day. I don't even know why. What would you tell them? Okay, this is a nice menu for Valentine's Day. Don't even worry about it. What's over here? What would you? So like a dessert. What would be a great dessert for Valentine's Day that you would make? And somebody, if you had your guy coming over, what would be on the menu?
Okay, so this is a really great dessert.
Well, what about food too?
Oh, the food as well. That's always challenging for me because I wouldn't be with my mate and eat a whole bunch of food.
But just pretend.
Okay, so
you made dinner, what would be on the menu?
Well, I'd probably make us what I really, really, really love is kale salad, a chopped kale salad. That sound crummy to you? That don't sound
Valentine's dinner.
But you asked me though, and then you frowned up at it. That's the kind of mate. But that kind of mate right there, that's the one you don't look. You gonna let me cook the meal, and then when I tell you what I'm cooking, you gonna turn around with a frown on your face. Kale salad.
You want something like a mushroom.
Well, why didn't you say what you would cook?
Because you're gonna make it for your mate, not just what you want. Is that just like an appetizer?
No, that would be our salad.
Oh, the salad. Okay, yeah, that's not the meal.
No, it's not the complete meal.
Go ahead.
She didn't even let me. That's what the universe be showing you on the first date. That kind of shit right there. When they do that kind of stuff, interrupt And that's what the universe is trying to show you.
Mhm.
But anyway, so then it would be a stuffed portobello mushroom. Yes. Oh my gosh. And I would stuff it with probably I'd take cauliflower, a cauliflower mash, and maybe some farro, and make some type of a onion, green onion, farro, bell pepper, toss that up with the cauliflower mash and put it in that stuffed portobello mushroom, and maybe stick it in the oven for a few minutes. Yeah, make some kind of cream sauce for it. Ooh, yeah, that. And then for dessert, I would take some walnuts, grind them up in the food processor, put some cacao powder on them with a little bit of sea salt and a hair of agave, and I would use that as my cake. And then I would take avocados with some with some cacao powder, and I would make avocado pudding, chocolate pudding, but that would also be inside my cake. So I would layer this thing, and then I'd take strawberries, I'd put all kind of fruit on it, and then top it off with more of the avocado parfait, and then more of the cake part. Oh my gosh.
That sounds good.
No, that would be awesome. That would be dessert.
That's very good.
Yeah.
Well, Tom says, I turn up the Barry White music very
Poor
loud and
Tom.
drown her out. Barry, we got to work on this because
Tom,
I know.
you got Barry White music?
And drowning who out?
Who
The
you
girl?
drowning out?
Poor thing. Well, one of the things that, we kind of wanted to get to know you guys a little bit. You guys come on every week, and we don't really get to talk to our people, our fans, not even fans, our friends.
Yeah.
We call them our friends. We're not fans. Whew, that took a lot out of me to say. But, ask us any questions. This is our time to just share with you. If you want to know anything, if you have something you want to promote, you want to come on the show one day, this is the time, because we have no guests, and we purposely didn't have a guest because no one wanted to be on the show because all our guests had mates.
Who is it? What's she saying?
She said, I cooked the Valentine's Day mystery dinner with Plant Strong.
Oh, okay. She did a vegan.
He says, we like to be called guests. Well, we call you our guest friends, our friends, because we really kind of feel like.
But that's Tom speaking for everybody.
I know. Well, Tom, we'll call you a guest. Everyone else is our friend. No, you're our friend, Tom, because we when you're not here, I lived here. When you're not here,
we miss you.
We really miss you. We
Yeah.
know Tom's not here. We can't even do a
where's
show without Tom.
Right.
But we'd love for you guys to ask any question. You got Chef Babette here. Any food questions? Any?
Just because they call me Chef Babette, don't ask me there's no food questions. I know all kinds
Well,
of
I was
stuff.
about to say some other stuff. I said any food questions, any life questions, any marriage questions. She's had 4. She's a great grandmother. Any of that? Please say more about the walnut, cacao, agave. Okay, so say more about that.
Okay, so
Wait, hold on. We're gonna give you a chance to get your pen so you can write it down.
all right, so
Okay, get your pen, Elizabeth. Anyone else who wants this recipe? See, you're getting recipes today. It's a very special show. Because I'm not typing because the keyboard's way over there.
let me get the book.
Okay, she's gonna go get her book and she's gonna share some of the recipes with you guys. See, look, you didn't even know. You ain't even know. Thanks for not reading me like a stepchild. No, Tom, we actually love you. You're one of our favorite people. We could not do this show without Tom.
Without Tom. We must start Tom.
Without the Tom and Lee.
We love Tom. Okay, so this is Chef's book. It's called Cashing on Cashews. Yeah.
And it's 50 plus recipes using
The
cashew nut. And they are some of the most delicious
Yeah, man. Yeah.
desserts.
That.
All desserts. Her
That.
next book hasn't come out yet.
Yeah.
It's supposed to come out 9 times already.
All right.
Now we just waiting.
You
for
don't
the
have to
10th
keep
time.
saying that kind of stuff.
Well, what is that? That's just
Okay, so
chocolate.
check this out. I'm going to tell you how to make the avocado parfait. All right? This is going to be part of your cake. So you're going to use 4 ripe avocados.
4 ripe avocados.
Now, you just don't throw away your spotted avocados. Get you some cacao powder. Now, I ain't talking about Nestle's. Go ahead and, if you ain't near a good store, go ahead and order some organic cacao powder off Amazon. Okay? That's what you want. Some good cacao powder because it's good for you. Stop it.
I'm sorry.
Okay, 1/4 cup of the cacao powder. And if you want your pudding really, really rich chocolate, of course you add more cacao
Yes.
powder.
And Tom said, don't forget to soak your nuts.
Yeah, make sure you soak them nuts. You want a half cup of agave nectar or to taste, however you like it, sweet or not. 2 tablespoons coconut oil, 1/2 teaspoon sea salt, 1 teaspoon vanilla extract, non-alcohol, and 1/2 cup soaked, rinsed cashews. Now you can put the cashews in this if you want, but you can actually blend this up with just the avocado and have yourself an awesome, awesome chocolate pudding. So let's go to the crust. Let's go to the crust.
Let's go to the
Do
crust.
you think they might have crust in this book?
I think so. You made it. I wouldn't know.
I think so, but it's not going to be crust, right? It's gonna
I
be
don't
cake.
know. So, guys, she's giving you a recipe for something that I forgot what it's called.
It's basically a chocolate cake.
It's a chocolate cake.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
But anyway, I don't have to do that. So look, with the chocolate cake, we're going to use walnuts, and you could blend walnuts and pecans if you like. So basically, you're going to use the food processor with the S blade attachment. You're going to take your dried nuts. These have to be dried. Maybe you're not soaking these ones. But anyway, you're going to grind them down and put some cacao powder in there. Now, I like my cake to be a dark chocolate cake. So you add the cacao powder to those nuts and break them down until they get very, very finely granulated.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense? And then you add just a little sea salt and a little agave nectar, because the sweetest part of the cake is going to be the avocado parfait, right?
And you can, if you don't even want the cake, you just eat the avocado parfait.
That's true. You don't even have to
put it in
have
the
these
fridge.
nuts. You don't even have to have these nuts.
Yeah, and it's so good.
But I'm trying to teach you how to make a cake. So then
Right.
you get whatever you're going to use to make your cake. Now, I like buying these cute little molds. I order them, or I go to some of the stores that sell all of the appliances and stuff that I get for the restaurant. But anyway, and so if you don't have a mold, you can get a little pie pan, and then you want to put your chocolate cake. I think maybe you should probably make it sticky enough so that it doesn't separate if you're making a pie pan when you try to cut it. You want everything to mesh together. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So then you're going to put your just a little bit of the avocado parfait. Then you put your crust in, but you've made it sticky enough, but not too sticky. But it got to be a little sticky. It can't just be all like sand. Stickiness. And so then you put your, I would add the avocado parfait on top of my crust. Now, I like to make my crust a little bit thick because it's going to be like a chocolate cake. And you put your avocado parfait in there. Then you take your fresh strawberries, you put them in there, and then you take some more of the crust and you put that on there, and then you take some more of the avocado parfait. You're layering it, and you layer it however you want. Now, you could take those strawberries and put you a little bit of lemon juice and agave nectar and kind of mix that around a little bit and put that on top. That would top it off with a mint leaf.
And Tom says, see, I'm slightly delirious.
He said,
you could make it in a heart-shaped pan for Valentine's Day. That would really be beautiful.
And so that's your recipe.
Mm-hmm.
Avocado parfait.
Now,
but listen, this book on Amazon costs about $30 some odd. But if you go to, I think it's Love Your Age or chefbabette.com, it's going to be an ebook soon. So it's going to be less expensive. So you can get it from me instead of Amazon. Amazon probably jacked me up for saying that, huh? Anyway, that's what I'm about to turn it into, an ebook.
Well, that's going to be great. You know what I noticed? Since that last show that we did where they kind of censored us, our numbers are low. Very low.
Nobody listens to us anymore, huh?
Yeah, we don't know what happened.
What happened?
When we did that show, we did a show.
We did a show on
we can't even say the word, on this thing that's going around now.
The thing that everybody talks about all day long, every day. Everybody has an opinion, but
right, we can't even.
We even canceled the show. We erased
delete
the
it
show
off the thing. And all of our numbers have dropped. So
everything.
We need our friends to support us, and we thank you for being here. and maybe this week no one was just interested in hearing us, so that could also be it.
Oh, maybe just nobody cared to hear.
And it's
us,
also
huh?
Valentine's Day, and people are doing their family stuff. So we will know better next week because we have a guest. And you know what, guys? We're going to answer your question, Tom. On Monday, we're doing plant-based vegan sister show. She's on Facebook. So we will be on there tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Pacific time.
And Terrah will have had some rest.
Yes, I will. I actually want to do something tonight, but I have nowhere to go. So
But you've been on set all day. Go get some rest.
I know. I have to like wind down. Don't you need to wind down? Like I need a massage and things like that. So
Okay.
anyway, so that's tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Love Your Age is a project. You want to tell them about Love Your Age project?
Okay, so the Love Your Age project, my daughter has been dealing with Love Your Age for quite a number of years. And after my photo shoot with the bathing suit, we decided, hey, you know, let's do something. Let's do a little retreat or something like that. We can share this. We call it the Love Your Age Quest. So she and I are going to do a Q&A. Anything about the retreat. The retreat is in the month of March. And it's basically following my journey, if you will, my lifestyle. And I'm sharing every single thing that I do, the foods that I eat, supplements, if you want to call them supplements that I take, everything that I do, we're sharing. And we're trying to answer as many questions as we possibly can in the interim. So we're going to do a Instagram live. I posted
at 3
it.
p.m. Pacific time.
Thank you. I'm so glad you got it. Anyway,
Okay.
yeah.
That's one thing. Let's get back to answering some questions.
Okay.
My ADD is strong
Okay,
today.
I'm sorry.
Does Babette have a raw vegan cheesecake recipe? Yes, she does. It's in the book, amongst other things. And her raw vegan cheesecake is to live for. You know what? You're dying. Y'all are so beautiful. Oh, thank you. So are you, Tropical Jewel. I love that.
We're just reflections of you, beautiful.
Yes, they kept cutting off your internet. Yeah. Oh, that's right. They did. Do you eat the seeds from fruits? And if so, what special prep do you do?
Do I eat the seeds from the fruit? Normally, I'm not. I mean, you mean seeds like the seeds that come in like a kiwi?
She said, do you eat the seeds from fruits?
I eat that seed, but I'm not normally chopping down on watermelon seeds. I'm not, I'm not.
If you can even find a watermelon,
and I don't eat avocado seeds, and I don't eat apple seeds.
I don't eat any seeds unless it slips down my throat by mistake.
But there are some fruit with the seeds. You just automatically eat those seeds. There's some. That's what she's talking about. That fruit. There are some tropical fruits that the seeds just kind of glide down your throat.
Okay. So those seeds, and you don't prep them in any way.
No, I don't.
They just happen to slip down.
Right.
I have a question for the questionnaire. Let's go back to Elizabeth. I just want people to talk about Valentine's eating all the candy. And it's Tom. We're gonna get down there. So we're gonna hit it would be nice to be hold on. Nope, single. Nope. Some people, nope. What had a nice dinner exchange? Nope. Sorry, I'm looking for a question that I think please say more about the walnut cacao. We did that. Don't forget to soak your nuts. Yes, Tom. Everybody soak their nuts. Make sure you get soaking.
Do you know why you soak your nuts? You soak your nuts because nuts have enzyme inhibitors. And it's very difficult to eat a nut that has not gotten rid of those enzyme inhibitors. And you can get rid of that by soaking the nut. That's why.
Okay, Elizabeth, you have so curious about what? I'm not clear on. And then you say, I thought you looked familiar. You are such an inspiration. I'm assuming she's...
Oh, maybe she's talking about Babette.
You mean you?
Oh, me?
Third person? That Babette over there.
Her.
Like papaya seeds, watermelon seeds, etc.
Yeah, see, those kind of things.
Yeah, no,
I used to poop watermelon seeds when I was a kid, but it's kind of so difficult now to find a real watermelon with seeds. What's that about?
I know you got to track them down. Or do you ever eat what would be considered vegan junk food?
I try not to do that. At 70 years old, I need to make every meal count in terms of nutrition.
But every now and then,
there is a licorice that they sell at Whole Foods.
They have the
Baby, they got a mango licorice
and the black licorice.
and honey. I stay away from that.
And then what's the fake pork rind stuff?
All the fake pork rinds. I stay away from that stuff.
Yeah, they're addictive.
It's
so
too
yeah,
addicting.
I think so many of us have, you know, you know what? But every now and then, if you just want a taste of something, you get it and then give it away to somebody. Like get your taste.
But see, if I buy that licorice, I don't give it away.
No, by the time she gets ready to give it away, it's gone. Licorice. Oh, that sounds good. Yeah, licorice is my favorite, especially the black licorice.
Oh, but the mango.
The mango's too sweet.
Oh my goodness.
Curious about getting cut off. Inspiration photo shoot. Curious about getting cut off. Help us out, Elizabeth. What are you asking? Because we're not sure. Curious about getting cut off. Inspiration photo shoot. We know she did the photo shoot for her 70th birthday, but I'm not sure about curious about getting cut off. So elaborate and we shall answer. Let's see what else did we miss here. You guys, what other questions you have? Babette, make sure you know there's so many delicious recipes in there. Then for all
back to the book. You see why we have guests? That's why we have guests.
No, you guys, I've been up. I woke up at 3 and I had a lot on my mind and it was not a good day for me.
It was
emotional, yeah. And then I finally went back to sleep, but then it was time to get up because I had to go get a makeup and then be on set. And I've been on set all day and then rushing over here. I had a couple of crackers. Well, I had my smoothie. I had a couple of crackers.
You want some green juice? You know I keep that green juice.
Yeah, I might have some of that when I'm done. I need something healthy in me.
Yeah.
So I recently had a colonic. Has anyone else had a colonic ever?
Are we about to start talking about that?
Well, I just reviewed because it's cleansing. We don't want to talk about colonics?
Has anybody had a colonic?
Okay, so nobody's interested in my colonics. I have a question. Listen, is there a cookbook available either other than a dessert cookbook?
Okay, so that's the other thing. I'm getting ready to release the Stuff Your Stuff, and that's going to be an ebook, and you'll be able to find it on my website. So you gotta, I don't know if you're following me, Chef Babette on Instagram, Chef Babette on Facebook, but I will definitely be making an announcement about the ebook. So that one is a savory book. It's going to be an ebook, and it's Stuff Your Stuff. Recipes on stuffing portobello mushrooms, on baked potatoes, stuffing tomatoes, and stuffing bell pepper.
And all different types of things.
Yeah.
And then the cool part about it is that whatever the recipes are, you don't even have to stuff the stuff. You could take it out and just use it with, you know, whatever other dish.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Sorry, she stuffed. Okay, I'm the Coleman family. No, please talk about it. Please elaborate because we jumped all over the place. What is it you want to talk about?
About colonics? Yes.
Oh, somebody had one in 1990.
Oh.
No, never had one. I used to get them every 2 weeks and sometimes every week. And okay, yes. So I had one recently because I hadn't had one in a very long time. And there's new machines now. And they also have places where you go and you can do your own colonic. It's like, I don't want to do my own colonic. I want to lay there and have someone, you know, rub my tummy and massage it. So what it is, the tube goes up your little booty. And then they put warm water with oxygen or whatever else goes in it, sometimes herbs. And then it just,
I felt light. I didn't want to eat again. That's what
Me
you said.
too. That's exactly what happened. So, and then, you know, then they massage your belly and it gets all the gook out. So technically you're kind of cleaning the colon area and all that stuff. And even when you eat well, still just stuff comes out. And when you're done with it, you don't like she says, I felt so light. I didn't want to eat again. And I didn't.
Colonics are good for everybody.
Yes.
Anybody at any time should do that if they can. I need to schedule one.
Yeah, I want to go back. I want to try to get one because I was so hungry when I left and that should have not done this. I didn't eat
Tom, vegans need colonics too. Vegans drink this water. Vegans breathe this air. We eat all this polluted this food that has come out of the ground that ain't got very much happening.
And we combine
And
things that,
no,
you know,
we still get a whole. I just talked to you about the what are those little pork
yeah, the
rinds,
pork rinds,
artificial pork rinds, the mango. I try to stay away from it, but every now and then I get it. And just after year after year after year, there's slush and muck in you, and you need to get it out.
And I eat very well.
I do too.
And I was able to intake a lot of the water initially before it started, you know, feeling a little crampish and starts breaking up, you know, the stuff. But yeah, no, even as a vegan, you should get colonics periodically at least. I went with someone that I know, and it was their first experience, and they loved it. You know, want to go back.
Well, they felt light too.
Very felt light. You know, felt like, wow, I feel like I'm high. And it took me. I had to sit in my car for a while and, you know, hydrate and yeah. Okay. I'm starting my vegan journey after doing the Daniel fast successfully. Thank the Lord for 21 days, but I'm needing other foods to eat to fill me up. Also, are you on any vitamin supplements?
You know, I use E3 Live. That's one that I am really on right now. But let me just explain something to you about that hungry feeling too. When you've nourished yourself, you don't feel that hunger. I don't feel that like I used to. I always do my E3 Live and a green drink first thing in the morning. That's just standard for me. But once you've gotten the nutrients and to reach cell level, the message to the brain is that you're not hungry. So neither one of us really sit down to massive plates of food. That's not the thing. You do not.
Every now and then.
But
no.
But it's not 3 times a day.
Oh God, no. I have one good
like
meal
that.
A day and I'm done.
Yeah, but
I have my smoothie in the morning.
But them little meals that you be making are not massive with all kinds of stuff. No, not the kind of meals.
There be hummus with salad and falafel.
That's what she told. That's what she told me.
Flat bread and put it on top.
And lentils and
kale.
That's what she talking about. But I'm talking about those people that sit down to massive plates of food. It's too much bulk. You're not getting the nutrients usually, and all you're getting is bulk, and you're always feeling hungry. So you're just piling all this bulk, and you're not combining the food right. So if you're miscombining your food, you're going to have an issue anyway. You're going to smell like crap when you go to the bathroom or not, and you're going to wind up bloated. You're going to have all kind of stupid issues because you're miscombining your food and you're eating too
my coworkers swear by coffee enemas.
I've heard of those.
I don't even like coffee to drink.
I've heard of coffee enemas, and I heard that they're pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know anything about them.
They're supposed to be very good, actually.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't drink coffee. I don't like coffee. I won't get coffee in my booty either.
Okay, but anyway, back to jeez.
Love y'all shows. Blessings from a sister by way of Brooklyn. I'm a New Yorker.
What's up? Girl. She's a New Yorker.
I'm a New Yorker. And my daughter is living in Brooklyn now. So I was just there the last time I was in Brooklyn. What part of Brooklyn are you from? Fire sign. Fire sign. Okay, who else we have? When you don't drink enough water, you will feel hungry too, right?
Well, actually, that's an area where I have to strengthen. I drink so much other stuff. I'm always drinking these juices. I don't feel like I drink as much water as I probably should. But I'm always drinking something. But water is important. I'm just not feeling famished like that most of the time. I just don't feel like that.
She says, so a smoothie or green juice or some kind of juice in the morning, a big plate of food. A big
plate of good food.
Yeah, at what time? I do mine midday.
Yeah, midday is always a good time.
Like, if I do it somewhere around 3, 4, then I'm good for the rest of the day.
And you don't want to eat nothing like that after 7 and 8 o'clock at night. There's too much food later on at night.
Sitting there in the stomach. You know what was interesting? When I got my colonic, right? I felt so light. And then I was so hungry because I waited all day and all I wanted to do was eat. So I had some healthy grains. I had some rice. I had some kale and something. I don't even remember. But the moment I started eating, my nose started running. It ran for that day and then the next day, just started running. which was interesting. I was like, my body was like, why are you putting this in here? We were fine.
Wow.
My body was literally
Mhm.
fine, but I waste away
Mhm.
easily, and I don't want to lose weight. Everybody's telling me I'm skinny, so I'm trying to eat. Let's see what else. But yeah, that was interesting. You can't eat like you're going to the election.
What is that?
Like you're going to the election chair, Tom.
You crazy.
Tom, you are crazy. Plus, it's a good idea
How
to
does
do
a
intermittent
61-year-old
fasting. Yeah.
Intermittent fasting is very, very good. That's a real easy, good way to stay on point with
Yeah.
your diet.
That's
Seriously.
not massive. It's old school soul food plates. My grandma used to make born raised Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. Okay, isn't that where my
Before
daughter is?
gentrification.
Yeah, well, that's where my daughter is. No, she's in Bushwick. I think she's there, but the whole thing is gentrified now. So yeah, well, yeah, I'm a Bronx girl. I'm just learning about Brooklyn because I have to go there to see my daughter, but I don't know much about Brooklyn. Okay, so how does 61-year-old newbie get all the valuable information? YouTube has so much, it's confusing. Thank you.
Oh, well, come on and get on my
Love Your Age.
I Love Your Age quest and do the retreat with us, and you'll get some information. Like I said, chefbabette.com or loveyourage.com, and we'll give you all the information you need to know.
Do you have a snack at night? That's my toughest time.
If you're going to do anything in the evening, make it something that's only going to be in your stomach not longer than an hour. A banana is a sweet fruit. Bananas, dates, things like that, fruits like that, they're going to be in your gut for at least 45 minutes. But if you're eating any, like, let's say a subacid would be your apple. An apple is going to be in and out of your gut in 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Oranges, any kind of fruit, it digests very quickly on an empty stomach. So that means that you would have had, if you're still eating animal flesh, it takes hours and hours and hours for the flesh to leave your gut. But if you're not eating any type of animal flesh, within an hour or two, you're okay to eat fruit again, because that food should have already gone through the digestive process. Okay. Unless you're having digestive issues.
What do you think of having those vegan food pantries that are free for people to pick out vegan food? They have some of those in New York, I've heard. I don't know anything about them.
I don't know very much about them, but in terms of pantries, if you're talking about a pantry that's providing you with live food, then I would go for it. But if you're talking about a bunch of boxed packaged foods, I'm not big on those.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I think the Yankees are from the Bronx. Well, we don't know if they're all from the Bronx, but they play from they're the Bronx team, right? Yeah. And my friend's father was one of the first Black Yankees. Whatever her name is.
Ooh,
Howard.
that's like wrong.
No. I'm
Okay.
sorry. I'm delirious. She's not watching the show anymore. Okay. What about a small green smoothie? Well, it can be small or big.
Yeah,
in the morning. Yeah,
smoothie is the lick.
And try to make
juice
and try to make them fresh, or get them fresh, because those little ones in the little containers, they have so much sugar and stuff in it that you just, the second ingredients is sugar. Like that green drink, that thing is so sweet that it's just that. Anyway, okay, who else? Who do we have here? Is there a good vegan dark chocolate you recommend? I don't like dark chocolate. I don't like light chocolate. So that's a question.
Well, actually, there's this store, Whole Foods, but I like Erewhon's. Erewhon's is a really great store in California that sells, you can find most of your good stuff in there. But they have all different types of vegan, raw, what am I trying to say? Candies, chocolates, yes, like that. But I don't buy those kind of things, not normally. That we were just talking about the liquors. That's about the closest thing I get to candy ever.
Yeah.
But when I'm making my own stuff, I'm using cacao powder, which is actually nutritious. Mm-hmm. If you look up organic cacao powder and find out what's in it, Google it. Mm-hmm. Good for you.
And I'm sorry, would you repeat the websites again?
You want Love Your Age, LOVEURAGE.com or chefbabette.com.
Okay. And before bed, you talking about the fruit?
Oh, yeah. If I was going to eat anything after 8 o'clock at night, it has to either be a juice or it would have to be some type of a fruit. I wouldn't eat anything that's going to take a long time to digest.
Unless you're going to be up all
But
night.
I'm usually sleep.
Right. Like, you know, sometimes I don't go to bed till 3 a.m.
Yeah.
So,
but that's for somebody that's going to be awake, moving around, and,
right,
and you're going to digest. I'm talking about somebody like myself that's going to fall asleep, and that food is going to be sitting on my stomach.
And you know the difference when you fall asleep at it, because your tongue, when you wake up, you can it feels coated, and your mouth is just weird. Oh, yeah. Yeah,
so I normally don't eat after
that's Elston Howard. Yes, that's my friend's dad, Elston Howard.
I normally do not eat after I'm sleep between 6 and 7. Like right now I'm ready to go to bed. Shut up.
In the middle of the show. If we weren't rocking, we'd both be asleep now.
You're so silly.
Okay. Yes, I think it's box packaged food, because in New York City, they are putting free food pantries around the city for people to pick out vegan canned goods and box food. Well, at least it's a start.
And it is a start, and I'm not putting anything down. Don't misconstrue. If they've got some, like, say for instance, good canned food, if you can find organic in the cans, and the cans are good, not horrible cans, I would say go for it. Because man, you can make yourself some really good stuff, like garbanzo beans, and make we did this for what am I trying to say, for the retreat as one of the recipes. But we took garbanzo beans and made tuna out of the garbanzo beans, and you pretty much add the same stuff that you do in your tuna at home, but you just take them out of the can, wash them real good, smush them, and put all your ingredients in there, and you got tuna. It was just absolutely delicious. So there are things you can do with canned food and things like that. My preference is, obviously, I own a restaurant, so I get all the raw produce I want. Do you ever have alcohol? Every now and then I have a little wine. Every now and then. Every now and then. You got any?
Right now? No, because I got to drive home. I wish I had some when I got there. I'm not a big drinker, but every now and then, yes, I do.
I like CBD and THC.
Weed.
I don't have to have weed. I can take it in a oil form.
I don't even understand all that stuff.
Well,
I'm just like,
that's, I'm an old hippie, so whatever. I just got to keep the chest clear.
Hare Krishna. That's the hippie song.
Go. Hare Krishna is a hippie song.
Yeah, Krishna, Krishna.
That's not a hippie song.
Yeah.
That's not necessarily. Why was that a hippie song?
Because it was in the 60s. Not Hare Krishna, not that.
Well, that's what you just
I'm singing the other song. Hare, my sweet Lord, my sweet Lord.
Oh, okay, that I remember. But you were saying Hare Krishna.
That's the only part. That's part of the song.
Oh, y'all.
I told you I'm tired. You see my voice, when I get tired, my voice start getting low and low, and then I'm gonna be a man.
Let's sing him a song.
I ain't singing nothing.
Let's sing him something.
No, we're answering questions. I can't.
Let's sing him a song.
I don't want to sing. Best to stop eating heavy before 6 p.m.
That's right. You're right, Tom.
Yes, it's a start. Yes, it is. Can I ask about beans? I really don't like black beans.
Beans, good for your heart. The more you eat, the more you fart. The better you feel. You should have beans for every meal. Ooh, that was ignorant.
You're always gonna get real here.
But let me just tell you a little trick I found out about beans too. Because when I was a kid, my mother always had beans, rice, cornbread. That was like, I had so much gas as a kid. It got to the point where I just really hated eating beans, because beans, once they're cooked, they become both carbohydrate and protein, period. Carbohydrate and protein is a bad combination. That's not a good combination. So meat and bread, bad combination.
Sandwiches.
Meat,
Sandwiches
potatoes,
are bad
combination. Because it takes different digestive enzymes to break down a carbohydrate or a protein. And once you get it in your gut, it's not going to separate that so that the proper enzymes are going to break each one of those down. So now you got everything combined together. So check this out. You're eating beans that have been cooked. Now they're carbohydrate and protein. Then you're going to have some rice. And I know my mama always had Uncle Ben's white rice. And then you're going to have some cornbread. So that's why
a lot.
That's why
you need a commodity.
That's why I was miserable as a kid. And if you eat like that and you get gas and you get all bloated and stuff, you check out the book Fit for Life by Harvey and Marilyn Diamond. It will teach you how to combine your food properly. When I got on the vegan journey, that was one of the first books I read, Fit for Life. And I'm so glad I did. They got volumes 1 and 2. You want to read them both because volume 2 is going to tell you why they got all that aluminum in the toothpaste and in the water. It's going to tell you about all kind of stuff. You just want to get volume 2, trust. And you can order that stuff online.
Okay. OMG, Mr. Babette. We know you meant Miss, so we're not even going to count that. But I first discovered you on Steve Harvey.
Mr. Babette, you know, I told you my voice going to drop.
Welcome to the Babette and Terrah Show. I have a question. I'm trying the olive oil cleanse. How many ounces should I drink?
Child, I don't know. I don't know what your size is, but let me just tell you this. When I first did mine, I drank 1/2 cup of fresh juiced lemon juice. I took 5 of Dr. Goss's CKLS capsules. I drank 8 ounces of cold pressed olive oil. And when I woke up the next morning, I was pooping. What you call them green things? I didn't even know I had them.
Gallstones?
Gallstones. I pooped gallstones all day long. I didn't even know I had gallstones.
Okay, we don't need
that was sound effects. That was awful. But so it's either 8 ounces or 16 ounces, honey, for the cold pressed olive oil. But make sure it's cold pressed olive oil, fresh lemon juice. Don't go get that lemon juice in the bottle already juiced. You juice your lemon juice. It's going to help you keep that oil down. Trust me. And you can order the CKLS online. New Body Products. That's the name of them.
Okay, I'm a Nubian wanting vegan bread, but due to cost, I will do lettuce wraps.
Okay, boring. I mean, you know, I should be saying, yes, lettuce wraps. Yeah. I don't like lettuce wraps. I'm not into the lettuce and the collard green wraps. They get on my nerves. I mean, you can do them, but you know what? If you ain't overloading the bread, come on, every now and then.
Have some. You know, this journey of ours, everyone's is very, very short. So if you want to have some licorice every now and then, have some. You know, we should not deprive. As long as you make healthier choices with what you eat.
And you ain't killing to eat nothing.
Right. You know, have some bread, you know, once in a while, and then have your lettuce.
Exactly. Wrap. You know to stay away from dyes. You know to stay away from preservatives. You know to stay away from refined sugar, high fructose corn syrup, all that kind of stuff. And any name that you cannot pronounce in the ingredients of some packaged food, you know you probably should not be eating that if you can't pronounce it.
Well, we are almost, oh my God, there's a lot of more questions, but we have 2 minutes before the show's over.
What? That show went too quick.
Somebody said logging off to grab your book and get it in bed with my Valentine. Ooh. Well, we know somebody that's going to be doing stuff. We need to be here with us.
We enjoy this so much. Yes. I can't believe it's almost
over. And yes,
over.
Tom, we could be two-thirds of the fifth dimension.
Yeah, we sure could. The moon is in the summertime.
Not the summer sound. When the moon's in the summer sound. When the moon's in the summer sound.
It's in the summer.
Okay, before we go, guys, we're gonna have some fun with you guys.
What are we gonna do?
I want anybody, and let's make sure we don't have any more questions. My cousin had so much gas they used to rent him out at Macy's.
Who is that, Tom?
Who else but Tom?
He had so much gas they would do what? Rent him out?
Rent him out for the Macy's Day Parade to keep the floats up.
Y'all, wait a minute, read that. That's funny. Okay, y'all, this is what Tom said about his cousin.
Let me find it. Cousin, here we go. My cousin had so much gas, they used to rent him out as a Macy's Day float. You just lost that cousin, Tom. You just lost that cousin. So I have a question for you as we sign off. I want anyone to type in, if you ever had a song that you sang and you messed up the words, like what is the phrase? So one of my dear friends, right? Because we were singing them, that's what reminded you when you say, nah. One of my dearest friends, and now everyone knows this song, My Girl, right? I got sunshine on a cloudy day. When it's cold outside. We know it says, I've got the month of May. Okay, so I have a friend for years, because his mom used to make wonderful muffins. So he thought they said, I've got the muffins made.
No way.
Tico.
That was not Tico. He thought
He
that's
thought
what it
for
said.
years they were saying,
I've got
I've
the
got
muffins
the
made.
muffins made.
And it's, I've got the muffins made. But you had somebody else that said something. It was a woman's name. She was saying the song.
Oh, one of my girlfriends, Priscilla. Jane, she used to say a chain of fools. She used to say, Jane. Jane's a fool. I said, who's a fool? She said, Jane. I said, no, it's chain, like a chain of fools. So if y'all have any fun ones y'all want to put in the post, just throw it down there. We love that kind of stuff to make us laugh. But we want to thank you guys. Again, it is 7:00. We have been going for an hour.
We enjoyed
somehow.
you guys.
I know.
And you woke up.
Well, I was up. I just wasn't cognizant. I was kind of like drunk. And
you kept calling Valentine's Day.
She said she loved Jane. Love Jane. Yep.
Jane.
We're going to sign Jane. Jane's a fool. Good night, everybody. Thank you. Bye-bye. See you next week, and we'll be posting who our
on
guests
a brand new show.
Yes, and we don't know why our numbers are low, but it doesn't matter because the right people are here.
That's
and if
right.
you're not here, then be wherever you be.
Have
Peace
a
out.
great evening.
Love you guys.
Be
Thank
safe.
you.
Wash your hands.
Yeah, and wear your masks.
Masks.